As we speak, there is a horrific scene playing out at a high school in South Florida.
In 2018, guns may finally be off the political third rail.
I can't exactly explain why we've hit this tipping point, but we have.
Connecticut's Chris Murphy has been the senatorial face of this issue since the Newtown tragedy in his state in 2012.
There are more voters now that care about guns than ever before.
And nowhere is that more evident than in Florida.
We used to call it the Gunshine State. Florida is a very big kind of pro-gun state. At least it had been.
Mark Caputo covers Florida for Politico.
Parkland helped change that equation. And we saw for the first time, like, Republicans, for the first time in more than 20 years of controlling Tallahassee at the House, Senate, and governor's mansion level, they passed gun reform or gun control. It's limited gun control, but it nevertheless was gun control.
When a lot of people vote, we win.
Mark Kelly, husband of former Arizona Representative Gabby Giffords, who survived a 2011 shooting, came to Florida to talk guns.
Since the shooting at the Columbine High School 20 years ago, we have had 150,000 kids shot in our country. We are like no other country on the planet when it comes to gun violence.
And on that score, Florida is like no other state.
I was in the drama room with a bunch of my friends. It's right across from the 1200 building.
Stoneman Douglas graduate Diego Pfeiffer works for the advocacy group March for Our Lives now.
Our legacy is going to be the students. You will see the students turning up at this election, mainly because everybody has directed their attention towards the students, and the students are hearing them.
Before the shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, there was the Pulse nightclub here in Orlando, Florida, where 49 people lost their lives and 53 were injured. That was in 2016. Didn't necessarily change the election that year, but now guns are on the ballot in a very different way.
People are talking about it in a different way than they have in the past. I think people have seen enough tragedies that have affected the most innocent in our community.
Stephanie Murphy represents Florida in Congress now, and Debbie Mucarsel-Powell wants to. She lost her father to gun violence.
Because I know what it feels like to lose someone like that in that violent way, I am determined on day one to bring some sort of comprehensive bill that brings common sense gun reform to our community.
Advocacy groups like Moms Demand Action are helping as well.
We're very excited at the fact that the NRA is looking out and saying, oh yeah, we've got some competition now.
Christy King is finally hopeful.
We're very happy about that. So it's baby steps, but it's going to be a big difference in the next 2 years.
In Florida, it's the actual steps of the students of March for Our Lives that may have moved the issue forward most.
So the best thing to do is change the people in power, getting morally just leaders to get what we want. And that's pushing everybody into a new phase of thinking that, wait, I can change my community, I can change my life.
Michael Shure, I-24, Miami, Florida.